Journey across the globe, from Scotland to China, with world's greatest train ride videos. Experience the breathtaking thrill and adventure of authentic train travel as you follow the tracks to unique history, fascinating people, and breathtaking scenery. All aboard!
Crowds. The striking thing about India is the thronging masses of people. The railways are a reflection of this phenomenon. 11 million passengers per day. That makes 458,334 passengers per hour. 12,731, which amounts to a whole town in the train every second. Pushing this numbers game further, 11 million passengers a day, that's all of Chicago every 6 hours, 33 minutes. The whole of the USA in 20 days. That's right, all of the USA transported 18 times a year. 4 billion, 15 million passengers annually. Mohan earns 3,000 rupees a month, about $530. An enormous amount for India, where the minimum monthly salary for a railway employee is 500 rupees, around $90. Mohan lives in a colony. A colony is a housing community built by the railway company and reserved for railway employees. There are over 150 colonies throughout the country. Each one is a little town with all the conveniences. Mohan has invited us to his grandson's birthday party. Mohan works 54 hours a week. He gets 15 days vacation a year. In 8 years, at the age of 58, he will retire on half pay for the rest of his life, but he will have to give up the apartment in the colony. The company pays for his and his family's health care. The railway company runs 106 hospitals. His son-in-law also works for the railroad.
Is it a profession of prestige?
It's a profession. Also, the youngsters want to be good drivers in our railway.
Because it's a good money or a good work?
It's a good work. In addition, it's a good paying job too.
Are you afraid of accidents?
No, I am not afraid of accidents because I am always vigilant and cautious.
Do you feel protected by God?
Yes, of course, I am protected by the God. I pray to my good God every day thrice. In the morning, in the evening, and in the night while going to bed.
And all the drivers are very religious?
Yes, every religious, drivers are of every religion over here. Say Hindu, say Christian, everyone.
Every kind of religion?
Yeah.
When you are working, do you pray?
Yeah. While going from home, I take permission from my good God and pray before going to the job.
And when you are in your engine, do you pray?
Yes, I keep my God in my mind always.
At what time the train will arrive in Agra, please? At Agra? Departing from Agra.
Jean-Manuel et Fabienne, a French couple on their way to visit the Taj Mahal, like most of the passengers on this train.
Excuse me, you know Agra? You know Agra. And the railway station is far from the Taj Mahal in Orient?
Actually, I know Agra, but by train, I am first time going by train.
The Indians have adapted certain English habits, and breakfast is a full meal. Here in the kitchen, they still use a coal stove. You can eat in the dining car or in your seat. Waiters are continuously coming and going throughout the train, taking orders, bringing the food, clearing the tables. A meal costs about 10 rupees, $2. No alcohol is allowed. We're crossing the Yamuna, an affluent of the Ganges. Off in the distance, the Taj Mahal.
Agra can second class to Rhine Agra coach in coach number 9611 12th from India आगरा की फर्स्ट क्लास को भाई उस नंबर 9,000 है एक कंपार्टमेंट आगरा का इंफॉर्मेशन है नंबर 8
At every station we pull into, we find the same bustling scene, like an open-air market, teeming with life. Why do you travel by train? Well, because the train, especially in India, is a nice way to meet people, to get to know them. And of course, it's cheap. It's very cheap. It's really a bargain, so we can have a great trip. We get to visit all the parts of India, which is really an immense country, so I think it's the best way to travel here. The plane is very expensive. And the bus, well, it's just not the same thing for meeting people. What are the people like? Are they at all aggressive towards you? Oh, no, I don't find that at all. No aggressiveness. We don't feel anything like that, just the opposite. We meet people, and often it's very interesting. It just happens in spite of the language barriers and the cultural differences between us, which do exist. I'd say that wherever we go, we have pleasant encounters. Yes, sure. Are the people willing to help, or do they keep their distance? Oh, the people are always very willing to help us out. Like, for instance, when we have to board a train and we've reserved our seats. To find the right car and all that, it can sometimes be a real problem. So we ask, and we'll ask either the Indian Railways people or the other passengers. And the bad news about train travel? The slowness, mainly. Especially between the smaller cities. When you board the train, you realize that you're starting out on a kind of expedition. That car becomes a small community. You're living with the people. It's fantastic. So it's easy to put up with minor inconveniences like the slowness or the dust, which is there anyway, of course. We're just something different for them. We're from another country, another culture. So just out of curiosity, they look at us, they talk to us. Don't they envy you? No. No way. No, for me it's not at all a question of envy, it's simple curiosity. A healthy curiosity, I think. Do you eat the food they sell in the stations? Sure, we eat all of it. We just don't drink the water, that's all. Right, it's kind of obvious that if we're off on a 17-hour trip, how could we make it if we didn't eat? We're not going to bring our own supply of sea biscuits, and you can't live on sea biscuits. So in the stations, we stop and we have a little something to eat. We have a little meal. And how much does a little meal cost? Oh, 3 rupees, about 50 cents. How about the poverty in India? Doesn't that bother you? It's there, of course. It exists. I think it's evident to anyone who travels to India. And yet there's so much else to talk about, so many other things to see, to understand, to try to figure out from people's expressions, from the way they act, that we see something completely different. Are they waiting for a train? Probably. But the stations are full of people day and night. The platforms are always crowded. It seems like a lot of passengers just come to the station without even bothering to find out about the exact time their train will leave. In India, they have a different notion of time than in the West. The Taj Mahal appears as if out of a dream. It's hard to believe that this incredible piece of sculpture, this light-filled masterpiece, is actually a tomb. Indeed, the Taj Mahal was constructed by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan for his wife who died suddenly. A superb labor of love. The building is made of gleaming white marble, decorated with semi-precious stones. 20,000 workers spent 22 years on its construction. That was in the 17th century, the golden age of the very refined Mughal civilization. This inspector is checking the gauge and the level of the tracks. His days on the track pass by at the leisurely pace of this hand-pushed trolley. This locomotive, nicknamed the Desert Dream, is about to take us on a trip in the most luxurious train in the world, the Orient Express of princesses and potentates. 13 sleeping cars, each with a lounge, 2 dining cars, and a bar car. The cars all belonged to the former Maharajas of Bagnagar, Udaipur, Bikaner, Mewar, Jodhpur, Jaipur, and even to the Viceroy of India himself. The oldest car was put into service in 1888, the most recent in 1937. Even the personnel all belong to a family that has served these princes for generations. We'll be visiting 7 prestigious cities in 7 days. The price, $1,700.
You like to travel by trains?
Well, I think if you travel by train, you see so much more. If you go by plane, all you see is an airport and just hotels. You go by train, you're on the train for 6 or 7 days, and you see the landscape going by. It really is lovely.
Yeah.
You see the people, how they really are, and you
Very
escape.
relaxing, I think.
You escape from the hurly-burly of ordinary life. Huh? You don't have schedules to meet, you don't have papers to read, you just relax, and you see the country. It really is wonderful.
We love it, and it's very impressive, huh?
Jaipur, capital of Rajasthan, province of the former Maharajas. The Palace of the Winds, the key site of Jaipur. It's not, in fact, a palace, but more of a trompe-l'oeil facade with nothing behind it. It's a building designed to see and not be seen. The voyeurs were the wives of the powerful local Maharaja. They would come from the harem 100 meters away via a completely closed-off corridor to take up their position behind the stucco musharabia. Hidden by the latticework, they could observe the bustling street life. Meager compensation for their captivity. We change trains and we change classes. We're in second. The Indian trains have only 2 classes, but there are also the Pullman cars on certain lines, the air-conditioned cars, and the sleepers. The seats and the luggage racks are promptly taken over as sleeping berths. The car looks like a dormitory. It's true that trips lasting more than 24 hours are not uncommon. If you take the train in India, be prepared for a long haul. The passengers on this train are pilgrims. They're traveling with their families to Benares, the holy city of the Hindus. A stop at Lucknow, one of the big cities of northern India. In this region, the architecture of the train stations is inspired by the palaces of the Mughal emperors, kiosks, turrets, imposing arched doorways. We've joined up with a group of pilgrims. They come from the foothills of the Himalayas. Every year, families from several villages get together to make the pilgrimage. Once in the holy city, they'll live in the doorways of the temples reserved for travelers. Varanasi, the traditional name of Benares. Little Kemal, who's never been out of his village before, is discovering a whole new world. There is a large number of railroad colonies in Benares, and we arrive right in the middle of an extraordinary commotion. It is the Holi, the Feast of Colors. Every year in spring, northern India is flooded with music and laughter. Springtime is the renewal of life. Life is light, and light is made up of the whole spectrum of colors. The Holi is the explosion of these colors. It's water which regenerates the earth, which in turn engenders the great cycle of fertility. It's a joyous free-for-all, where everyone smears his friends with the colors of life. But Benares, above all, means the Ganges and its extraordinary religious fervor. Ganga Maya, our mother the Ganges, is what the Hindus call it. According to legend, Ganga was a nymph born in the Himalayas where the river has its source. Swayed by the prayers of a holy man, the nymph Ganga consented to come down to earth and fertilize the great northern plains. To immerse oneself in the Ganges, to drink its water, is to wash away one's sins, to lighten the burdens of this existence. It's a way of assuring that one's next life will be easier, for the Hindus believe in reincarnation. Death is followed by rebirth into another life. Dying near the Ganges is certainly a good thing, but bathing one's hard-worn body in the sacred river while it still contains the spark of life is a promise of a higher reincarnation. This is Chandra Shrivastava. He works in the diesel locomotive factory of Benares. Every morning before going to work, he goes to the Ghats and prays to his chosen god. His deity is Hanuman, the monkey god. Today, Chandra will not bathe in the Ganges. The prayers to his god will be enough to protect him. Right nearby, a wedding is taking place. The groom is Hanin. He works in a bank. The bride is Madhuri, a student. In addition to the ceremony within the family, there is also the purification in the Ganges. The newlyweds bathe in it and drink the water. Then they go to the temple to make offerings. Chandra now placidly makes his way to work through the teeming streets. The Indian Railway Company is also a huge industrial complex that manufactures electric and diesel locomotives and passenger and freight cars, which it exports to Africa, to the Middle East, and throughout Southeast Asia. It also runs a very modern railroad research institute at Lucknow in the north. They study braking problems, as well as metal fatigue, ties, electric signals, bridges, level crossings, and train station design. They even stage collisions to test the resistance of the material. The Institute also plans the development of new lines, the standardization of the tracks, the electrification of the lines. Electrification began in 1925, but it's progressing very slowly. Only 3,700 miles out of the whole network of 39,000. The fact is, it's expensive, so they're proceeding very cautiously. They'll do the lines with the most heavy traffic and then they'll stop. All the rest will be diesel-powered. Steam power will be completely phased out in 15 years, and that will mark the end of the romantic age of the Indian Railroad. Shipping freight is also one of the railway's jobs, and that can be expressed rather simply. Supply the people and the factories. Put like that, it seems rather straightforward, but it becomes incredibly problematic when you consider the size of the country, 6 times as large as France. 73 million tons shipped in 1950, 230 million tons in 1985. We're entering Bengal, the province of the Ganges Delta. Bandel, a small station. We're approaching Calcutta, and already the outskirts give us a taste of this swarming metropolis of eastern India with its 8 million inhabitants. Every day, 800,000 travelers pass through here. 100 express trains arrive and leave daily, and yet Calcutta is not the most important railroad center of India. Bombay is bigger. We plunge back into those astronomical figures, a specialty of the Indian Railways. The company has 1,800,000 employees. Imagine the entire population of the city of Philadelphia working on the railroad. In the suburban trains, there are compartments reserved for women. Hora, Calcutta's central station. The Rajani Express does the Calcutta-Delhi run. It's the prized train of the company. It averages 72 miles per hour. It's surprising to see just how much religion is a part of everyday life. Here, a group of disciples have accompanied their guru. They see him off with veneration. And life goes on. The great masses split into small groups, the small groups into individuals, and each individual has his own way of living. Again, on the platform, we find this gentle and carefree way the Indians have of making themselves at home in the train stations. Wherever they go, they unobtrusively reform their family circle. We've reached the end of our journey. Very soon, all that will remain will be the memories. The last images take on a dreamlike quality, one following the other with no logic or reason. Sharply etched details. Up until that suspended moment in time where the eternal voyager awaits.
on the next World's Greatest Train Ride Video Adventure.